Hello, and today I'm going to talk about the time where I had a very crappy job for about 7 years. I'm not going to say what the place of where I work was, but I am going to talk about just how I felt during that time. During that time when I was there, I felt like at first I felt like I belonged there. I did because at the time I was just working and I got out in basically another job, but at this time, this was the same job just with the same company, but just a different location. So that's what worked during that time. And things kept escalating through certain things that were red flags that I didn't really notice. The pay wasn't that great. I'm not going to say that I'm going to say that it was the best pay in the world, mind you. But at the same time, it wasn't the greatest stuff in there as well. So my job was I pushed carts. And I did that for a long time 7 years. Does wonders for your back. Not. I did this for 7 years, and I basically was getting carts and helping out customers. I did get tips, but not as much. And there was always like a competition for tips. I remember there was this one kid who was basically a creep, not going to go into that full detail, that always wanted to try to get my tips. But it felt like that at that time, which was one of the red flags, is they just didn't really care. They would get rid of it if it became fighting with everything. But at this point, I was just trying to be fair. And then there are times where I wanted to just basically walk out. There are times I disagreed with a boss or something and I wanted to walk out. I didn't, but there were times I felt that way. And then one of the biggest red flags of all is that I should have just found a new job was that I kept asking for a promotion and I never got what I wanted. Whenever I felt like I was going to get a promotion during that time, I felt like that I would basically say or do basically telling like I'll get overexcited. And then after that, when they told me not to do that, I was like, okay, I won't. And then they just never talked to me about it or never wanted me to get it. At the end of the day, I basically didn't get that promotion to become a cashier. I did work in dairy for a little bit. So my whole point was that I was going to basically, work there and be promoted to like manager and then start from there, like become one of the managers. Well, obviously that didn't really happen. And I didn't really feel it didn't really feel like right. It didn't really feel like the best. And it was hard not to really realize that. I was in a very big state of depression and I felt like that I was just going to be there forever. Then one day when I was trying to look for jobs and I basically was looking for stuff on Indeed, which again is a site for where you find jobs and whatnot, which is a good site that does a lot of things for people to help find jobs. I found the job where I was at now. Again, not going to say any names, but I found that job, and then as soon as they wanted me in an interview. Then I did a work interview, and I got hired. And I've been okay ever since. It's a great place to work, and the pay is good, and I don't really feel like competition there anymore. Just goes to show that sometimes the signs out there can lead you to places where you should do better, but to not like take crap from people. I should have known the red flags, but at the time I was young and just hooked up with that job. So I didn't really truly know what was going on. I just sort of had it happen. Anyway, enough about that. I hope you all have a good day. And this is the end of story time, and I'll see you all in the next video, whether it's gameplay or something crazy.